Hello! I hope you can hear me. I'm Hemalayaa. Hi! I know you ladies that are watching this that are part of the program know who I am. I'm a little out of it in this moment. Today's a really weird day. I don't know if it is for you all, but it feels like it's seriously, some planets are shifting and moving. I haven't been out there seeking and finding out what's going on, but it definitely feels like there's some big movement happening and like lots of delays and things. So here we are for our Kundalini Dance class. We've come together. For some of you that are live here right now, or whenever you're doing this, you've come here to take a moment, take a break, and move your body and come into realignment. That's exactly what this class is for. It's for us to come into real realignment with our real self that is scattered and all over the place and running around and also protecting and wearing the mask and hiding and lost. So, and we've got all of these different aspects working at one time sometimes. So here we are. We're going to use this time. This Kundalini dance practice is, we incorporate yoga, dance, meditation, pranayama, breathing exercises, mudras, different hand gestures, and sound vibration. We do some releasing techniques where we release our emotional bodies, clear them, and we come into meditation. So there's different elements of the class, kind of moves like this. We come into moving stillness, moving stillness, moving stillness, moving stillness. And then by the end of it, we're ready for that deep stillness, deep inner quiet stillness. So I hope you have an amazing journey today. My intention is for us to practice together, be in our full selves as we keep moving forward, okay? There we go. All right, so the mudra today that we're gonna do is one I introduced to our advanced empowerment group. This is what these classes are inspired from. I have a group of women that I'm working with right now in the Advanced Empowerment Certification Program, where we learn different tools, techniques. We learn about some goddesses, the different 10 tantric goddesses, as well as some other Vedic goddesses that are our helpers. So we're going to invoke or invite Sita, goddess Sita. And her blessing and gift is for us to learn how to be in full grace. She's also true love and willpower, strength. She's got a real softness to her and also a real determination to be intact fully. So she represents purity, chastity. My gosh, excuse me. She represents sort of, for Hindu women, the ideal woman, the ideal wife. And so it's different now. We've got, more of an equality happening here. So she might not be represented as the ideal wife now. I'm not sure if there's the ideal wife anymore. So, so we're gonna invoke Sita. Jai Sita Ram. Ram is her consort. Ram is an avatar of Vishnu, of the great creator, and then Sita is his consort. So there's a whole story. If you've heard of the Ramayana, this is the main story about Sita and Ram and all of the other players in this big epic. There's there's many stories and Vedas, they're called. And the big one that we're going to talk about today a little bit more is, because Sita is highly one of the main players, is called the Ramayana. Ring finger to your thumb, and the other fingers are extended. Grounding cord immediately. It immediately gets you grounded. I'm going to plug in my Ethernet because I realized one thing I didn't do in my setup today is plug in the cord, which helps to have a higher internet connection. Yay, it reaches. Okay. So back to this mudra. This is the one that we're going to do. Very grounding, strong, powerful, rooting earth energy. So we'll take this to the mat. So come onto your mat. We're going to start our practice. Remove a few things over there. You might want to get some tissue nearby. It's always a good thing to have. Especially because we do breathing exercises. And also it's sort of like allergy season, depending on where you live, but definitely here in Los Angeles, it is allergy season. Find a comfortable seat on your mat, and you might want a cushion. You could also sit straight on the mat, whatever's comfortable for you. Sitting up nice and tall, we get go into that center line, which is our own tuning fork, our resonance, our truth, that place where we know. All those places that we're seeking outside of ourselves, answers, or we're churning something that we're obsessing about. When we go within, we can easily align, and that's really what this class is about, is aligning to our source, our center. So take a deep breath in here. Exhale out of the mouth. So I encourage lots of sound, lots of breath, deep breaths, movement. Close your eyes for a moment. Place your hands face down on your knees. Look within and see if there's any place in your body, and you don't have to sit so still or stiff. So you can just rock the body from side to side in this moment, and see if there's any place where you feel that the breath is not going into. And then find that middle point. Come into center and let's make our mudra. So we invite this rootedness. This is directly connected with our root chakra, which is right here at the base of the spine, down at your pelvic bone. Making this mudra, the other fingers extend out. Just the earth finger, your ring finger is the earth finger, and the thumb and this earth finger touch tips. Notice now where the breath can go. Notice if your jaw is hanging on. Stretch out your mouth. Wah, wah, wah. Let go with a sound. You know that vision of when you're draining the tub, you filled up the tub and now you're draining it, and that last little swirl of water is going down the drain? Everything that it's taken for you to get here right now, imagine all that energy swirling into this moment right now, this point here right now. And then take a deep breath into that. And as you sit here, start to rock forward and back now. Change your mudra to those flat hands on your knees. And just this rocking of your torso forward and back. This gentle wave. And now imagine that wave is coming up through the lower back all the way to the top of the back. And as it does, it rolls over the head. And your neck and your spine follow that movement. They also create that movement, and then they follow that movement. Last two like this. Good, and now sideways. Just dangle over to one side, dangle over to the other side. And now smooth it out as you go from side to side, and that wave now is going sideways. Notice any tightness in your hips? Any tight string around the hips? Loosening, softening those up. Good, and then slowly the movement comes back into center gracefully as you move from side to side. From here, just shake out your legs if you feel like you need to, if you're okay. Some people are used to sitting for longer periods of time, and some we aren't yet. And then change the position of your feet. So the other one comes in and the other one's on the outside. And then from here, I'm going to do a little rock back. So you're going to hold on to the front shins or foot and shin, and then open and round. And then from here, you're going to round, bring it back to center. See if you can swirl your heart around in a circle. A few times in one direction. Excuse me. And a few times in the other direction. Last one on this side, in this direction. Good. And now a little jiggle. Shake out your hands. Let's move on to our hands and knees. Just align yourself. Your hands are going to be just slightly more forward than your shoulders. Your knees are going to be directly in line with your hips. So there's a 90-degree happening there. And a gentle side-to-side glide of the hips. Let go of any sound or trapped air in the body. Open your mouth and release any sound. And then a little rounding, exhaling, and inhaling in the same position. So keeping the back round and breathing here. And then changing directions. Heart goes open, shoulders go back, tilt the pelvis back. Looking up, stretching the front of the throat. One more round, breathe in and out here. And then going the other direction, shoulders back, heart open, throat open, feet are open, pelvic bone is tilted back. Good, and then come into neutral here, a little jiggle, a little wagging of the tail. Good. Let's go into a first little down dog here. Super simple. Keeping the knees bent, pushing back here. The intention spine. So our down dog is not so much in the back of the legs right now. We're in the spine. So see if we can bring that undulation that we were bringing in our seat as we were waving the heart forward and back. See if you can do the same thing here. And then bring the knees down. Let's push back into child's pose. And then roll up to sitting. So use your belly muscles to bring yourself up. And a little twist from side to side, just a gentle little twist. Your hands stay forward. Okay, good. Roll the shoulders around a few times. And bring yourself back into cat. And then take the hips up into down doggy. And then walk your feet forward towards your hands. Hang and dangle here. And now shift the weight, bending one knee more than the other at a time. Shifting the hips from side to side. So if you're bending the right knee, then the hips shift over to the left. And then vice versa. Coming back to center, and then let your head and everything dangle. A little bounce here to let your head be heavy so it can really let gravity do the work here. Good, and then from here, take your feet out so they're pointing 45 degrees out, more than hip distance apart, and come into a big squat. You might need to adjust it. Find your perfect little place where it's cozy. Breathe here. From here, move down onto your mat. Hands and knees, and then elbows come down in line with the shoulders, and then the body comes down. So we're going to go into Sphinx pose from here. So bring your elbows in, close to the chest, and in line with the nipples. And then pull your heart forward towards the wall or whatever is in front of you. Breathe. Chin down slightly so the back of the neck is long, and your shoulders go back here. There's a great little gentle stretch on your spine. And then now we add the head moving from side to side. Oh, good. Place your hands where your elbows were, fold your feet, push up, and up again into down dog. And that same thing that we did when we were hanging upside down, we bent one knee and pushed over to the right. We bent the right knee and pushed over to the left. Let's see if that feels good to walk it out like this. And then both heels going towards the ground. And then coming into a cat. And sitting on your heels if that feels good. Or cross-legged, whatever's more comfortable for you, okay? We're gonna do a little pranayama exercise. So allow the blood to go back into your body. Now everything's circulating and moving around. Starting to get that action happening. Breathe. Maybe some of those places that were blocked before are now flowing, open, free, unblocked. So the breathing exercise we're going to do is Bellows. Bellows is one of my favorite ones to do on a regular basis because you really massage the internal organs. You also help anything undigested in your system to move. So it's basic. It's inhale, exhale. So the belly goes out on the inhale and in on the exhale. I know it's kind of counterintuitive. Do it. That's the way this particular exercise is. So we can get a real nice massage on those internal organs. So if you're new to this, you can place your hand on your belly and start with just a couple of deep breaths in and exhaling. And to begin, here we go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace even more. Keep going. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Few more. Really, anything that's in your mind that wants to be digested, processed, move through. Bring that in to your meditation, to your breathing exercise. Let's rock it out, clear it out. Good, and relax the hands on the knees. Take a deep breath in. Clearing breath, inhale. Exhale out of the mouth. Relax everything, jiggle everything for a moment. And now find your stillness. All right, let's come into movement again. I know it can get really cozy, but let's get into movement. So the way we're gonna come into that is we're gonna come onto our back. Yeah, we're gonna lie down. It's gonna be really fun. So lying down, bring your knees in, a little rock of the knees from side to side, just a little massage of your lower back. You can make little circles with the knees in one direction and then the other direction. Good, and then a little forward and back. So here, we're gonna place our hands beside the body and we're gonna lift up here, press the hands into the ground and lift up into a little bridge. You can start to move your shoulder blades in a little bit, just not too much. Press those hands in and lift up. And now breathe into your big belly of a balloon, big balloon of a belly. So it raises on the inhale and relaxes on the exhale. Press your big toes in so your knees are not splaying out. Good, and then release down slowly. Your lower back is the last vertebrae to touch the ground. Good. And shake it out a little. You're gonna flatten your legs down. Shake your feet out like they're windshield wipers. Shake your hands out. Let's do a little rocking on our backs, massaging our spine. So hold the backs of the knees, rock forward and back. We're gonna come all the way up, if you're feeling it, into a chair pose. I'll show you what it looks like in a moment here. Nice little massage for our back. And then from here, you can help yourself up with your hands and sit. So you see how that happened? I'm going to change the music here. Breathe. So then from chair pose, we come up into a straight body. Reach those arms up, a little back bend, tiny, tiny. And then from here, take it down in a flat back. Bend in your knees towards your chest. Inhale halfway up. Fingertips on the ground, look forward, shoulders back. Fold in towards your legs. Flat your hands. Bring your body into a plank position. Roll over your feet, forward and back a little. Straighten out your body. And then go into down dog. Take your feet into hip distance apart. Whoo, breathe. We're gonna go back into plank now. Holding here. A little vibration. Back into down dog. One more time in plank. And then in plank, we're gonna lower down. And if you wanna do up dog at this moment, you can, or you can do cobra. And then go into down dog. Use your belly muscles to pull you back. Good, look between the hands. Let's bring the right foot forward all the way through. Bring that back knee down, a little low lunge here. Breathe. Glide your hips gently, very subtly from side to side. Good, and then fold those toes, bring that back knee up, and then press the feet into the ground, and then raise the body up. Arms come up. Lunge. Bring the pelvis, the hips down. Good, and then back into plank from here. So take this foot back into plank. And a little vibrating plank, lower it down all the way this time. This time, cobra. Raising up, belly button stays on the ground, shoulders back, elbows in, look forward with the heart, and then come on down. Bring the body up into down dog again. Glide those hips from side to side. Bring the body into plank. And then back to down dog. Look between the hands. We're going to bring the left foot forward this time. So bring the back knee down. Flatten that back foot. Fingertips on either side. A little gentle, slight, really subtle glide from side to side. Let go with a sound. Anything trapped in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. Good, fold your toes. We're gonna bring that back knee up. If that feels okay, high lunge. You can stay here or you can use your feet, pull them away from each other and allow the body to rise up. If you're feeling it, then you can take the arms up. One more breath. Good. And bring the hands on either side. Bring the foot back into down dog. Let go with a sound. Bring your knees down. Push back. Child's pose. Good, raise your body up. Let's go back into down dog. Walk your feet towards your hands. Hang out here. We're gonna actually really let our head relax by taking the hands behind the round part of the head or the neck. Squeeze your elbows towards your ears and let it go. And then release the arms down. Here, support yourself coming into sitting on your knees again. Woo! Release anything in your body by making a sound. Stretch out your mouth and your face. Flipper your lips. Move your head from side to side. Good. Roll the shoulders forward. Roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward and back. Forward, back. Your spine does move a little bit when you're doing this. A few more. Good. And a little bounce here. So bounce your shoulders, open your mouth, shake out your hands. And again, one more time, inhale. Very good. Relax the hands. Feel the vibrations through the top part of your body. We're going to move up into standing and do the same thing. We're going to add in maybe a holding of the breath where we contract everything. And then the exhale will be shaking and making that sound to release everything. Okay? So here we go. So roll over your feet. Take the hips up.
Feet can be hip distance apart. Let the head dangle. Bend your knees and roll up to standing.
Roll the shoulders back and around. Good. Take your feet even wider here. Bend the knees. A little. You can even hold on to a wall or something. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing that we did when we were sitting down, where we took that deep breath in and then we just shook the top part of our bodies. But this time we're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to include the whole body this time. And your knees are going to stay bent. And then you're going to take a deep breath in and you're going to contract everything. And then when you let go, you're going to really just have a spaz attack and let out a big sound like, ah, like that. Okay? All right. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in. Hold, hold, hold. More breath now. Hold, hold. And let it go. Ah, shake, shake, shake your head, your hips, your legs. Wiggle your knees. Keep going for another couple of seconds. Good. Now scan your body. Close your eyes. If you feel dizzy, keep your eyes open. Good. Open your eyes. What did you notice? What do you notice? Did you feel energy moving through you? Did you feel heat, sensation, colors? So keeping those knees bent, we're just going to glide our hips from side to side here. Loosen out your feet a little bit, but keep the groundedness, the connectedness. In fact, let's actually make this mudra right now. So the ring finger and thumb come together. So no matter what we do with the arms, keep this mudra intact. And just this glide of the hips and the spine now getting involved. So even if our wrists are floating and moving, our spine is moving from side to side. Good, we're going to step it out a little wider now. And the glide is going to be a little bit bigger. In a few seconds, we'll let go of this mudra. Let's see what else it wants to do with your arms out. Take a deep breath in and release the mudra. We'll bring it back again, don't worry. For our closing meditation, we'll bring it back. All right, we're going to do a little dance movement. I will find a very good song if I can find one. Okay. Forgot to download my playlist, but this is a good one. I'm going to turn it up nice and loud. It's a beautiful ballad. So if your hair is up, you can take it down now. It feels good to be loose when we're doing the dance movement. It adds another element of being free. So just step it out from side to side. Take your hands to your hips, your waist and your hips. So ladies that are uncomfortable with their bodies, people with their bodies, but I know women especially, feel so uncomfortable about this part. And I am not excluded from this. I go through the same thing and have gone through lots of times where I was like, oh, I don't want to hide this. So one way to make friends with the beauty that we are is to feel yourself, to touch those places and give them lots of nourishment, lots of sweetness. So as we move from side to side in simple walking from side to side, why don't you bring your hands to the places where you felt, maybe a little bit uncomfortable. So my area also is my armpits. This is like the superstar pose. All right. A few more seconds of this. It's like cuddling with those parts. Good. And now you can let go of the walking and just this little knee bending, which makes the hips move from side to side. And now we're going to, in this, let the hips circle around. Move your head from side to side. Ooh, one direction, then the other. Okay, good. Now the pelvis pulses forward and back, like there's a hinge here. The hinge is our hip joint. We want to keep lots of lubrication here, lots of space. Let go with a sound. With the pelvis moving, hinging forward and back, take the arms out. Add this little sweetness with the shoulders, this flourish. Move your head from side to side. See if you're going to add a little smile here. And then rotate your wrists. Relax your arms, rotate your shoulders and your wrists. Good, go back to side here. Ooh, rolling those shoulders back as you walk. Let's do a little tongue dance here. Good, and now reach the arms up like you're taking a big morning stretch. And with this morning stretch, I know you can't see the full of me because I'm canvas. Doing what it's doing. So do little circles here as you go from side to side. Both directions. So what this does is it forces the heart to unlock from the back and the sides. Last two. Good. Walk. There's so much more heart and body, so feel your full expansion of your heart as you walk it out from side to side. Breathe. So that same pulse that we did when we were standing just on one spot, now we're doing it with the walk. So try that. So as we walk from side to side, our pelvis goes forward and back. And now open the doors with your shoulders. So we're going to do a little bounce of the shoulders. and walk around in a circle. And then the other way. Other direction. And again, one more time. Good, so I want you to play with that movement a little bit in your space. This is us coming back into that childlike self. So there's different moves that awaken different qualities in us. And this particular one, it's like the airplane, right? We did this zooming around our whole house. So find where you can move in your space and make your little cute airplanes. A few more. Add a little snap to it. Okay, good. Bring it back to this walking out, side to side, rolling the shoulders back. Woo. Saying yes with the head this time. Let out a sound. So what happens is when we do these movements, we go in and capture all of the places that have been resistant, that have been negative, that have been holding us back, those old negative thought patterns, and we exhale those out. So as we stand here, breathe, swaying the heart from side to side still. Good, and then let's change. Okay, march on this spot. So the foot or the heel goes to kick up in the back as you walk it out from side to side. So a little bounce in your step. Say yes again with the head. Snap as you walk. So what we're preparing for is a little freeform dance party in your own living room. So as you start to get comfortable with your own little walk and your snap, get comfortable with your space, how much space you have around you. Okay, go back to walking it out. This time it's bigger. Arms can swing. Breathe here, looking from side to side. So we got into that playful child. Now we get a little bit more sensual with our walk. So let's go with a little undulation here to one side. Hold it here, breathe. Add the arms here, so you add a little flourish. You can look whatever way you want. It's like you're presenting this little hip undulation. Good, other side. So this is again the kirtaniyas. I've been playing Sanatan for kirtaniyas, Guru. What's his name? I want to make sure I have a shout out to my friends here. Guru Nam Singh, he's amazing. So walking it out, and now adding your arm flourishes. Good. Just get a little snap out of it now. Because when we snap out of it, that's where our bodies start to tell us how we want to move. So move in your space. Maybe you want to skip. Move your head so you don't get your head in the way. Your mind is out of the way. And let this movement take you on a little dance journey where you So imagine what you would do if you had the full freedom of your whole self. How would you let your body go? Go for it now. The next 30 seconds to a minute, please let yourself go. Don't let anything stop you, like, oh, I have to go pee or I have to drink some water. Let yourself go, free. Move your body the way that it wants to. Find those places where they're resisting. And then wipe them clean. If you need a little bit more, jump up and down. A little bit more breaking through the mind, that is. Go for it. 15 more seconds. You can do it. Good, last few seconds. Woo! Make some party noises. Let your neighbors wonder what the heck you're doing by yourself. And your dog gets in the way. It's like, what are you doing? And it starts to dance with you. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Woo! Imagine the last few seconds. Go, go, go. Woo. Very good. Breathe. Walk around your space. So walking around your space, breathe. And the way that we work with our goddesses in this program, in this class, is we actually allow her to embody us. That's the way we really learn. You know, we might not need to know the story or the whys, but we start to ask Sita to come in through the portal and embody us so we can learn that of grace, beauty, discipline, self-preservation, love, deep, honoring love, chastity, purity. I like that better. So with that, we go into that innocence of that child. that we carry with us, that is innocent, that is sweet, that is divine, that knows. Breathe. Bend your knees. That's how we welcome in that connection to the goddesses. As we bend the knees and feel our feet on the earth. Imagine yourself glowing here with this inner light. And as soon as Sita just arrived in, she's sharing with you all of her wisdom, her beauty, her lessons, our lessons, and shines her light onto, into, through them. Take a deep inhale and exhale into any of those places that are being pushed through with the light now. Good. Bring your feet in a little closer. Rotate one ankle, one direction, then the other. Shake it out. Plant it down. Other foot. Rotate in one direction, other direction. Shake it out. Plant it down. A little jiggle. Shake out. So let's come into a comfortable seated position. We're going to do a little bit of stretching before we come into full meditation pose. So if you can get a comfortable space, I was going to come sit up there, but I think I'll sit down here. So press out your legs from side to side in this seated position. Your thighs, you press them like you're kneading your inner thigh line all the way down to your knee. Good. From here, we're going to fold over and let the body hang. You can hang out on your elbows and then drop the head. Sway your spine over to one knee, hang out here. You'll feel a nice stretch in your hip all the way up the side of your back. And then walk yourself over to the other knee. Back to the elbows, breathe here. And then roll up to sitting. Stretch out the mouth. Stick out the tongue. Flubber the lips. Good. Sitting up. We'll do our meditation with the mudra. We place our ring finger and our thumb tip together. And the other fingers go out. Yes, I did yawn. Felt good. I always know when our yawns come, that means our nervous system is starting to relax. This is what we want. We're so high strung. So we're trying to find these ways to bring our nervous system into realignment, into deep relaxation, where we're not carrying fear or holding fear or coming out of fear constantly. We're just being. Now focus on your breath here. Bring the breath into your lower back. Good, and relax. Release the mudra. Place your hands, palms down on your knees. A few more breaths here. Good. Place your hands together at your heart. You can open your eyes. You can stay sitting here for however long your body wants. You can go into a lying down position so your nervous system can really come into some deep relaxation. I'm going to come up here and say goodbye to you. Say thank you for joining. Truly, thanks for joining today and doing your practice. And for the ladies that are in the program, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening for our workshop. And I think that's all I had to say. Hope that was a nice practice for you. It was really nice for me. Bye.